Hey guys, Kevin here, and this is a Cinema 4D tutorial on how to outline your text and use it as a background for your text to lean on. So sorry about that, my computer just fucked up. So let's open up Cinema 4D, and this is what we're going to be creating, this gray part behind the text. So let's start out by creating a new project. So you start out by aligning our view like that, and placing a camera by clicking the light button here, click and hold, and click on camera. You want to click a frame here to set the keyframe on your camera, and click out of the little box beside the camera option here, the top right corner. Make it white, so you're not seeing in the camera. Well, basically you're seeing in the camera. So once you got that, we're gonna go on to the render settings by clicking the little button up here. So we're gonna want to go on output, make it 1280. Oops, sorry, 1280 by 720, and go to the frame range, put it to all frames. Go on save it wherever you want it to go. Get right on my desktop and put tutorial. Put it as a QuickTime movie. Go on to the options and make the ray depth at 6, the reflection depth at 2, and the shadow depth at 6 for a quicker render. Then when you're going to want to go to the effects and add on ambient occlusion, and global illumination, and change the IR still image to the QMC one right here. So you're done with the render settings. Now you're going to want to go in MoGraph, click text object to open up your text. Every time I get a new text, I like to click on the align and put it in the middle to center it, and then change it. I'm going to change my text to tutorial like that, and change the depth to about 40, and my font is going to be, just a minute, it's going to be Bitsumishi. It's going to be the link in the description if you want it. Just readjust my camera for the text. So once we got that, go in caps, and we're going to put a fillet cap for the start and the end of the text, but we're going to change the radius to 3. Yeah, 3 is good, so it's not too big. And now we're done with the text. We're going to want to go in the materials, double click on the materials, and then open up this page here. We're going to put the color to a nice green with a luminance to about 20%, and a small reflection about 10%. So that's pretty good for that. Actually, put this one reflection in kind of yellowish green. Let's put it kind of grayish. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Luminance, make it green. So we're gonna drag and drop it onto the text, and to get a nice little rim around the text like we saw in the other one, you're gonna double click again on the materials, and this time make a white, no, a bit grayish color with a reflection, pretty big reflection, oh well, 20% reflection about. like that. And a small luminance, about 5%. Looking good. Okay. So now you're going to drag and drop that onto the text 2. You're going to notice it's going to turn to that second texture that we just added. You want to go click on the texture and go down to selection and make it capital R1. And what that's going to do is going to outline the text. And if it happens that your text is turned around like this, it won't be on that side. So what you're going to want to do is drag and drop it again, and this time on the second material you're going to want to put on the selection R, capital R, and 2. That's going to make the back the same color too. So now once we're done with the text, we're going to want to go on to the actual outlining of the text. So you're going to want to go in the top right of your preview and press a little square up here, and it's going to open up this thing right here. And we're going to want to click on the front view. Mine is on the bottom right. So click on the square on there, and it's going to show you your text. But we're not going to want to have this camera in our way, so we're going to go up here to the top right where the camera is, and we're going to double click so it doesn't appear in our view. So double click until it's red on the red dot right here. So now that we got that, you're going to want to click and hold on the little swiggle up here where it says freehand, and click on the brassiere tool. Now you're going to want to go and basically make the trace your whole background by hand. And I'm going to fast forward this part because obviously I want to save some time. But pause the video, make your own, and then restart the video when it's done. It's pretty simple. Just click where you want your dot to be, and if you make a mistake, let's say you put it up here, you can just click on it and drag it to where the point you wanted to put it on is. Just gonna go like that. Make it pretty quick, and I'll get back to you when it's done. Okay, sorry about that. So once you're done, you're on your second and last dot. You're gonna want to click on your first dot, and it'll make the connection. And you'll finish your shape. So once you're done that, you want to get out of the front view and click on the square, and click on your perspective view up here. Now in here, you're gonna see that it's just a 1 pixel wide rim, and to make this 3D, we're gonna want to go and click it where the sphere in the box is. Click and hold, and click on extrude NURBS, and then you want to go and drag the spline onto the extrude NURBS, and what it's gonna do is it gives it that 3D look that we want. So now that we got that, just back it up a little, and now to customize the plate, we're going to want to go on caps on the extrude NURBS. Click on extrude NURBS, then caps, and then putting a fillet cap on this one too. This one I'm going to keep it a pretty large one, and add a new texture. This one's going to be a grayish color. Add a tiny bit of gray, of some green luminance to give it that to make it blend a bit with the background. We're gonna put that really light, about 5%. It won't show right now, but it will show when we actually put it on the background. Add a reflection. It's about 10%. And now we're done with this one. Drag and drop it onto the background. So now we got this. We're going to want to add a plane that will act as a light. So click and hold the cube and click on the plane. Make sure you're on the tool right here. It's the 2 arrows with the triangle in the middle. And what it's going to do is going to enable the size of the plane. So you're going to want to stretch that so it's pretty big, and basically pull it up just above the text like that. And then we're gonna go back to our original place and make a new texture again, whole new material, add a luminance, and put it at 300%, and it's gonna act as our light. And drag and drop it on the plane in the objects up here. So now let's see what it looks like when we render it. What the plane does is, since it's directly on top of the object, the caps that we added on the background and on the text, it's gonna make a nice white outline just on the top and make it look pretty good. So if you have any questions or I didn't explain it well enough, just write a comment on the video or message me on my YouTube. If you have some suggestions for some other tutorials, you can also do the same. If it's a very detailed question, you could just add me on Skype. I'm KevTheHero22, KevTheHero KTH GFX as my username. Just add me there and I'll help you do my best. So this is the finished product. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, more tutorials to come, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.